Okay, today we are playing a game on the Temple of Anubis. We are playing Zarya the entire way through, and there is no SR for today's game because it was a placement game. And I intend to use that as an excuse to do less work, and say that's why I don't care about the team composition, when in reality I just don't want to have to do any video editing, if at all possible. It would just take too much effort to put 6 pictures on the screen and resize them to different presets. It takes an entire 30 seconds of work. You don't understand how strenuous that is, so we're just going to start the game. So we've got to attack Anubis first. We've got a fairly normal-looking comp, as, you know, as is usually the case. So they have a Junkrat on the left side. We don't want to go left as a result of this news, but we do get to get some easy charge. We do get to get is an excellent way to phrase that sentence. We managed to get some free charge off the fact they have a Junkrat, and then we get bullied for a while. As you can see, we're on flowfeedback.com. Rather than pushing forward, you could have used the cover to your left, and maybe you would have lived. Remember that corners are Zarya's best friend. Well, I would say Reinhardt's Zarya's best friend more, but you know. So, what did all the damage to us right there anyway? We just got hit by Junkrat? Yeah, we just got hit by Junkrat a bunch of times. We did, like, walk in to one of these shots also. Like that one right there. We just kept walking right into it. It is true we could have, It's, like, unfortunate, though, I don't think chances of survival were fantastic from that position. Because the entire enemy team is still somewhat in the vicinity of us at the time. But, yes, we could have, if we took cover on the left-hand side, I'm pretty sure we would have still gotten hit by we would have gotten hit by one of the other Junkrat bombs that was coming. Would have called for a regroup here, but your team clutched. So they're like all dead though. Yeah. We are calling to regroup in the chat, but they're like all dead at this point, so it doesn't matter. We can just walk forward and bully these remaining team members. Who do we put that bubble on? Back it up, back it up. Who do we put that bubble on right there? No, that's not far back enough. It's a little bit preemptive to put it on the Genji right there. Because the Reinhardt probably didn't have grand intentions of taking the shield down and hitting anybody right there. Reinhardt's swing is also long enough. You could have just hovered on. We could have hovered on. I don't like saying you. It sounds so accusatory. We could have just hovered over Genji and waited to see if Reinhardt takes the shield down, and then put the bubble on Genji to make sure we get some charge off of it and Genji doesn't take damage. Rather than just putting it on him when he's approaching Reinhardt, hoping he gets hit by Reinhardt. So we captured the first checkpoint quite easily. We didn't crush it, so we're unlikely to just roll over them on a snowball. It did look like we hit the shield right there. Yeah, button, the icon lit up and everything, but latency. Yeah, that's the one. Latency. Or alternatively, we could go with spaghetti. That's the other usual excuse, but we weren't playing Reinhardt at the time, so it's harder to go with that excuse when you're not playing Reinhardt. You know what I just noticed? There we go. Ever so slightly not flush with the bottom. So, which is a poor state of being. At this point, I would ask Ryan to take wrapping the shield. I don't know why I thought I was going to be able to read that one before it disappeared. I would ask the Rhine to be dropping barrier when you shield him. It's more their misplay than yours, but it's worth mentioning. Also, you should be lobbing bombs into the enemy team here. You should be farming ult at every possible second. Yeah, if you can just fire at the enemy team, you just want to be firing at the enemy team. Even if it's unlikely to hit anybody, you know. It's not like we're doing anything better with our time right now. We might as well just be trying to hit somebody. It doesn't really matter if Reinhardt doesn't take the shield down. Not for our perspective anyway, because we still get the charge even if he has his shield up. But if you're playing Reinhardt and the Zarya bubbles you, do just take the shield down. There's no point to having it up at that point. You physically are still big. It's kind of your job to help assist with anything on your back, like. If it were you who went into that room to get the junk instead of your Moira, you could have got the kill, and you would have been in a 5v6 situation. Yeah, It is the off-tank's job to go back and deal with this situation. Like, 3 people are collapsing on him, so I understand the reason, and one of them is McCree. So I can understand not really wanting to go back and deal with it. But, like, just in case, like, Moira here probably dies regardless, it looks like, because she just went in anyway. Because we've just figured out Junkrat's back there. Like, I've just heard somebody else say it as well. And then she just goes in there anyway. So Moira's made her own mistake at this point. She's decided that she's gonna walk into the room with the Junkrat when she's half health. So, like, that's her own fucking fault right there. So she dies regardless from there, it looks like, because she had already committed to her mistake as well. But it is also true that we should be going back to help with issues in the backline. Just, like, go back, just make sure. It's like, we don't need to be up here. It's not like we're pressing in super hard right now or anything. Like, just go back and make sure. If nothing else, we could have gone through the other doorway on the building to make sure the Junkrat doesn't escape, if nothing else. Like, just in case. Moira probably died regardless, though, because she decided to do that anyway, which is her own mistake right there. Why did we bubble this boy? Did we actually see the grenade coming and used it to block that? No, we just put that on him as soon as we came in the doorway. I was about to give the benefit of the doubt right there, but no, it was just like when we came through the doorway. What did that say? What did that one say? It's all this ever comes down to when we're on this website, is like, what did that one say? Did that one say something stupid? Can we make fun of that one yet? One of them's got to have said something stupid, god damn it. About here is where I would be communicating to my team that I wanted to grab. You need to try and getting in the habit of hitting tab to check your friendly ult status and if the enemy have charged anything. That doesn't tell you if the enemy team has charged anything, though. They don't just give you that information for free. You don't just push tab and like, oh look, they've all got their ultimate. You have to track that one. I'm not even sure what supports they are running at the moment, but if there's a Lucio or a Zen at play, they might be able to counter you. Lucio, who gives a shit, right? If you fucking just throw the dragon through the graviton, it kills him regardless of the Lucio. Like, it's Zenyatta that's the one that's the scary one. It is true, though, if you're playing someone like Zarya, you do want to push tab as like, just push it very free. And any hero, really, push tab frequently, because you want to know who on your team has ultimates. But especially if you're playing Zarya or Ana, because these people are, like, very based around what ultimates their teammates have as well. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so here, I'd be thinking they have Nano, Bomb, and Shatter, unless I'm mistaken and I missed them used in previous fights. Your win condition is Grav Blade. They should struggle to shut that down. I would say to my team to use the Moira ult to engage down the front, and then look for the Grav Blade combo, making sure you save Bubble for the Genji. It's the sort of thing that really seems like it's kind of common sense, because it's like, well, what are you doing when you're playing Zarya? You're trying to combo with somebody. Who do we have to combo with? Genji. But, you know, I guess, you know, it's just because it's common sense to me doesn't mean it's common sense to everyone else, I guess, to be fair. It's just like, that was a lot of words to go play Zarya at them, basically. So, do we know somebody's over here? Who do we come over here looking for? Oh, is it Diva? I heard somebody say Diva. Yeah, it was Diva. Okay. I wasn't looking at the screen. I was looking at my own beautiful face. So, I didn't hear anything. Or I didn't see anything, rather. I would have grabbed here, to the left of the Rhine. Try and pay attention to where the beam is coming from with the Mercy. Is that true? Is Mercy, like, right there? Mercy is right there, and Soldier's right next to her. It's true. I would have missed that. So yeah, I guess so. It, like, does not even necessarily need to be, like, to the left of the Reinhardt. Just, like, throw it in there. It's probably gonna catch the Mercy as well. Is the Ana over there as well? Oh, no, right, she could be further back. I was like, I thought Soldier was behind cover for it, so I thought she couldn't hit him from the point, but no, she could have still hit him from back there. So, yeah. Oh, that's scary. That's scary. Oh, he's fucking it up. He's fucking it up. Oh, Reinhardt fucked it up worse. Oh, no. Oh, and everybody's purple. Oh, God, what a disaster. And then we have those, like, I was like, do we get away with it? Oh, good heavens. Zen's trying to extend his death here. He's, like, definitely gonna die. He did get Mercy, so suck it, Mercy. If only Reinhardt didn't fail to block that Earth Shatter right there. Oh, no. Oh, what a disaster. Oh, Nano boosted Reinhardt, Earth Shatters your whole team, and then the grenade lands in the middle of you as well. Oh, Jesus. It couldn't have been worse. Oh, good lord. Sad days, sad days. This is a good grab too. Soldier for sure, and probably Mercy. I mean, we did see Mercy come around the corner. That is, like, the thing is, I'm a little afraid that's gonna miss Mercy. Like, that, because the thing is, if that only gets Soldier, that's bad. So, like, it has to get Mercy, but, like, I'm not certain we would have gotten Mercy from that angle. She would have been, like, right at the edge of the Graviton, assuming she kept backing up, because there's always the fact that she could have just, like, stayed in the area. So they've just overcommitted more Ultimus than they needed to right there, because we lost that team fight, and then they used Valkyrie and Tyre after we lost the team fight anyway. So that's good for us. We actually just prolonged Zenyatta's death right there, and if they give up, there Reinhardt's throwing. Nobody throws the game like Reinhardt. Oh, but our Reinhardt died as well. I'm looking to, like, use a grav in there, really, because I'm like, they're all, like, super out of position. Our team is, like, behind us. Reinhardt died. Our team is regrouping. We're missing Rein and Zenyatta right now. Could we... could we have gotten both supports? Was that Anna? Was that Anna next to them up there? Next to the doorway? Is that Anna? I think that's Anna. Alright, so what I'm building up to here, basically, is, like, I think also a good grav is... not quite here. Because I'm pretty sure that's Anna. It's a little hard to tell with the video quality. I'm pretty sure that's Anna next to the door. So if we grab right here, we get both their supports. And Junkrat, like... he's not looking good from that position, right? If there's a grab right here and got both their supports, Junkrat's not exactly looking good for the rest of the fight right there. Zenyatta and Reinhardt are dead right now, but their Reinhardt just died. And we can kill both supports right there. Junkrat would have super died. He was almost dead as well. I'm still not certain that was Anna. Because the video quality isn't great. No, that's definitely Anna. There's nobody else on their team that could be positioned like that. Or like standing like that. Yeah. We've missed a few grab opportunities at this point. Because I think that one would have also worked out. We go for that one. That's Anna and, sucks Genji. But if you would have done it sooner... what did that say? But if you would have done it sooner, they wouldn't have ults ready, and there would be less room for counterplay. I mean, they still had the amount of ults. They wouldn't have had a great ult target. Reinhardt wasn't there at the time. Oh, he didn't say anything about that one, though, I guess, did he? So Genji actually still lived, regardless. That ult was less exciting to me, because it only got Soldier and Mercy, as opposed to Mercy and Anna. Because killing both supports is pretty exciting. Usually once they've got no supports, it's not too hard to win the rest of the fight. So, like, honestly, it still went pretty well. This is the point where you change to a faster hero. Because it looks like we might win this fight. That's also true, but this is the point where you change to, like, a faster hero. Because just, like, getting back to this fight that we might win a little bit quicker is more important to me. Just because, like, you don't have to only change to a faster hero when the game's about to be lost, right? You can also change to a faster hero when it looks like you might win, if you can regroup faster. So, but, you know, whatever. We got most of the way there. We've got 50 seconds left. We're most of the way towards Grav. So if we can build up some more ult charge before this fight starts, that'd be great. Your last two self-bubbles weren't that great. Yeah, that one was bad, but I wasn't honestly paying attention to the last bubble before that one, so I'm not sure. I'm not going to go back like fucking 20 seconds to check it, but last one definitely wasn't good. So this is a fucking mess right here. Zenyatta's decided to use Transcendence right here. I guess they don't... Well, now he doesn't have it if they use Tac Visor. But hopefully we can just be in a position to not die to it. Oh, here comes the self-destruct again. If you ran towards your Rhine, you would have lived here. The thing is, that doesn't mean trusting the Reinhardt, which I'm always iffy on. Yeah, we did split away. Yeah, we would have lived with the Reinhardt. He was holding the shield up. It's true. It's true. We were, like, right next to him, and then they just, like, divert away from him. It doesn't look like it matters. It looks like we probably lost that fight regardless, but that is true, that we would have lived. We would have had Grav, but everybody died quite quickly one after the other right there. If only we got Grav slightly faster. We only used Grav once, didn't we? Did we only use Grav once during that fight? Because we used the one. I don't remember another Graviton. So if we only Gravitoned once across 8 minutes, that's pretty bad. We might have done I feel like I'm forgetting one. But I only remember the one Graviton. And then we built up the other one right as the round ended. I think we might have used 2 Gravs. 2 Gravs across 8 minutes still isn't good, but, like, 2 is better than 1. Still, oh, that's an exciting start right there. Oh, that was incredible. Oh. Oh. Oh, fuck! Oh! It's just so depressing. Oh, I'm having a great time, Oh, no. Oh, mama, no. Oh, mama, why? Good on there, Anna. She earned it. But, like, Farah's just fucking about the sky, and then Anna's like, what are you doing up there? You're gonna break your neck. Here, I'll show you. Oh, good times, good times. Oh. I think she was tagged by the Widow. I think she just got killed by Anna. Did she get tagged by Widow? Did Widow get an assist on that? No, she just straight up died to Anna. I thought so. Oh, damn. Oh, that was good. That was good right there. Oh, I like that. Good times, good times. Just having a good time talking about something else. Just see Farah fucking drop down dead in front of us. Oh, good times. So, yep, we did still have ammo there. It is true. I don't think she died right there, but it's true that we could have done so. We could have used the bomb right there. Just also, like, it's one of those, like, very slight efficiency increase things with Zarya, when you get, like, really low on ammo in your gun, which, you know, this requires tracking your ammo, which is hard to do, especially when fighting's happening, but when you get down, like, really low in your ammo, like 10-ish ammo, it becomes more efficient to use the bomb at that point, because it's better to use the bomb and get the damage out of that than, like, the 1 extra tick out of the laser, or 2 ticks out of the laser. So, you know, there's efficiency. There's a very slight efficiency increase. Zarya players are also one of the ones that are more commonly just kind of reload whenever the fuck, even if they don't need to. But she's one of the heroes that, like, it's more punishing to, like, waste ammo and reload early on her, because even when you're low on ammo, you can always just, like, get one bomb regardless, and that's just, like, static. Like Zarya, Orisa, very common. Orisa reloads at, like, 120 ammo. Tragic waste of company resources, just, like, keep shooting. Takes you, like, fucking 3 seconds to reload. Sombra also, very big clip. People reload as soon as they stop shooting on her as well. It's just one of those things. It's difficult because whilst that bubble was decent, your Moira shouldn't have been here. She should have been behind your tanks or healing. Your tanks healing or damaging. If she wasn't in a risky spot, you could have bubbled Ryan, and he would have lived. I'm not saying I disagree with the bubble. It's just a thing that happened. It's just kind of one of those one of those comments that's like, serves no purpose to me, because it's just basically an entire paragraph dedicated to, well, if hypothetically your teammate wasn't fucking trash, you wouldn't have had to do this. Yeah. The thing is, people are bad, isn't it? You know, that's just how life is. I don't necessarily know that we needed to bubble her, either. I'm not sure I actually agree with that, because we bubbled her like full health. Was there anything other than Ana here to hit her? I don't think so. I don't know that we needed to bubble her at all, because Diva's over there. Reaper's focused on us right now. Then Ana reloaded as well, didn't she? Because that's her starting to reload. Yeah, I don't think we needed to do that right there. I think we could have waited ever so slightly longer to see if we needed to use this bubble on Moira rather. Because, like, if she got shot, because right now, Ana still needs to hit her again to be able to kill her, right? Because the worst case is that she's got shot once, so if she gets shot again, and then Ana throws the grenade, Moira dies. So we could have waited to see if Ana hits Moira a second time, and then, like, it's not like Ana doesn't do her damage immediately, right? You got reaction time in here. We could have waited to see if Ana hits Moira again. And then if Ana hit Moira again, we could bubble her and make sure she doesn't die to the grenade, which would be the immediate follow-up to her getting shot again. Because just getting shot once and then hit... Because if she gets shot once and then throws the grenade, we can still react to that, right? And then put the bubble on her regardless. So, like, I would rather wait to see if she gets shot again. Because from that position, the only person actually threatening her is Ana. And Ana isn't exactly a quick person. She doesn't exactly kill people quickly. So, she did have the grenade, as we can see. We could have waited to see if she got shot a second time. Now, that is also the greedy play, because there's the risk we fuck it up and Moira dies. But also, greed is good as long as it's in measured quantities. I think the risk associated with that one was quite low, because it was only Ana that was threatening Moira at the time. Nobody else was actually, like, on her, focusing her at that point. And Ana gives us enough time to react to her actually killing the person. If their Widow was good, you would be dead right now. Trying to pay attention to where Widow is, and how you can use lines of sight to avoid being shot. You could be using the bridge as cover, hugging the wall. To be honest with you, if I want to be perfectly honest with you right now, I didn't know they had a Widowmaker. Didn't know they had a Widowmaker. They have a Widowmaker. She is indeed right there. Yeah, it's true. Widow could have shot us from that position. However, I would also posit she's probably not super... she did actually shoot at us, didn't she? Because I think, yeah, the shot missed us right there. Widow isn't going to one-shot us, also. But I would also argue a good Widowmaker would be trying more actively to shoot the Zenyatta or the Reaper instead of us. But, oh, Farah got back and then immediately died again. Oh, she wasn't aiming at us. She was aiming at Farah. She didn't miss. No, I'm right. I fucking knew it. I'm always right. She was aiming at Farah. It just so happened that Farah was next to us, so it looked like she shot at us and missed us. No, I should have known better than to doubt myself. I'm always right. 100% of the time. Never wrong. Yeah. I'm like not super concerned about the Widow because she's got other targets right now than us. Like, if you can one-shot a squishy target, that's better than shooting the tank, right? Because fucking that squishy target's just fucking dead. You gotta shoot a tank twice. So, yeah, I fucking know. What was I thinking? Doubting myself. Widow's got bigger things to worry about than us right there. Not on a literal level, we were quite literally the biggest target. But, on a more theoretical level, she's got bigger issues to deal with right there. It wasn't the right idea, but he has Wraith. I don't dislike this bubble because he probably just didn't react. What are we talking about? What happened here? Someone called Widow as being damage boosted again. If this was a better Widow or a lucky one, you would be dead. She's got bigger things to worry about, though. Like, she did shoot at us, but like, yeah. Don't stand in front of the Reinhardt shield in general. This is like, you know, stand behind your Reinhardt shield unless you're going to walk through it to try and get some charge. Like, just stand behind the Reinhardt shield. This is like probably a bad habit on my part, but if I'm playing a tank, I don't really worry about the Widow shooting at me, because they usually aren't worried about shooting you. They're trying to shoot the squishy targets before they shoot a tank. But if you're just walking around in front of the Reinhardt shield, that's a more baseline issue than like not keeping track of Widow. Just don't walk around in front of Reinhardt shield. So like, stay behind it unless you're trying to walk through it to get some charge off of the enemy team. So, we've lost Moira. Our only other healer is Zenyatta. Zenyatta got... I don't support that decision. Cause, like... at this point, it looks hopeless to me, right? Like, we've lost both our healers immediately. Zenyatta had Transcendence forced out of him, and then that happens. This is the point where I've already decided I'm not going to use an ultimate. Now, as we can see, it works out, miraculously enough, but, like, by that point, I wouldn't have used the Grav. At that point, I'm just like, it's done. Mentally, I've tapped out of the fight at that point, because we shouldn't win from that perspective. From that position, rather. But we did end up almost winning the fight from that position. So, what was the drawing? That's what I've gone back for on this one. True. Wait, no, our bubble was on cooldown? The fucking thing's in the way. No, our bubble was not on cooldown. Yep, there was a low health boy back there that we could have bubbled. Here you know Reaper was res behind you. I would have bubbled here to try and keep myself alive. You wouldn't have probably died, but you would... But you might have done enough damage for the Ryan to finish him off and win the fight. Doubtful, but possible. A thing I'm not seeing you do is using a bomb to burst down low HP targets. The proper combo is shoot, bomb, melee to burst down as much as possible. This is true. It gets difficult because, like, how much damage the bomb does fluctuates based on how much energy you have at the time, but it is true that you do want to try and finish off the last bit of health with the bomb if possible. It's the same principle that, like, any hero, like, really, you want to try and finish them off with the melee, because that's just the extra burst that you use right at the end to finish them off. Especially if you're like Winston, you know? Just like you try and melee the last 30 health off of them, rather than tase it off of them, because it's just slightly faster. So, now right there, okay, we know there's a Widow. We're looking right at Widow. Back up so that our head is over the top of the barrier. She's looking at somebody else, because somebody else is getting dove by Winston right there. But we were looking at a Widow, and then we, like, backed up enough that our head was exposed from her perspective. So, try not to do that. So, what a fuck cluster that their situation was. So, we can keep walking forward right now. We're the best hero in the game. We're high energy Zarya right now, and this is a bunch of people that are not scary. We got our bubble. We just keep walking forward right here, as far as I'm concerned. Like, no need to be scared. We've come over. We're trying to get the diva over here. Like, we could have just, like, no need to be afraid. We could have just, like, we played that part right there quite timidly. I'm not afraid of any of the person that we were looking for. What am I talking? I think I had a stroke right there because I suddenly I suddenly just pivoted into a complete different train of thought right there. Am I having a stroke? I don't know what I was even saying anymore. We played very timidly. We could have just kept going forward that entire time. We decided to go forward at the end, and then by that point, the situation had already passed. Did manage to pick off Anna from 1,000 miles away. Sick. Good times. Like, I wasn't afraid of any of the people we were looking at. Most of them were dead. Could have just kept going. So what's going on right now? Seeing as I just had a complete, like, mental shutdown for a second there. I need to recollect myself. You were trying to shoot Tracer and Bolier's Zen at the same time. Just stop shooting unless you confirm you are on the target. Other than that, okay. He's already in Transcendence, though. By that point. So he's just got that forced out of him. So that's scary. They don't have, their only combo at this point, I believe, is Reaper, and Reaper's dead. So, you know, or their only ultimate, for him to try and negate. To the pile of wasted ults. I'm not going back to agonize over that one. Oh, it picked the Zarya. Oh, yeah. Oh, Anna's tilted. Anna's tilted right there. That's a tilter. She just got picked off by Zarya solo from 1,000 miles away twice in a row. Upsetting. Then their Diva also just got picked off by Genji as well. Grav isn't really going to counter Death Blossom. He barely moves at all, so it's at all as it is. So all you're going to do is stop him moving a couple of meters. Sometimes that's all it takes, to be fair. I would be hitting tab and checking the state of my friend. It's a little unfortunate that right as I'm reading that one, we push tab, isn't it? Urian used Shatter last fight, so I would be thinking about grabbing them nice and early and getting Urian to swing on everything, so he gets his ult. Backle. Right. But, counter argument. So first off, to the pile of wasted ultimates, we have 4 ultimates. So I don't think there were many ultimates added to that wasted pile right there. But, so, you know, but I'm gonna just instead recommend that we scrap basically that entire thing right there. Because we have plenty of things we can combo with Graviton. Like, the last thing on my mind is grabbing early so Ryan can swing and get Earth Shatter. Right? My number one thought right here is that situation. Sort of that situation. This situation isn't really the best one to combo with Graviton. But, like, so I'm going to recommend we just write that whole one off, basically, right there. Graviton doesn't really counter Death Blossom in most situations, that is true, but I'm definitely not concerned about getting Reinhardt's Earth Shadow back up with my ult. The last thing I'm thinking about is I should use Graviton so my teammate can get back to his ultimate quicker. No. I'm gonna combo Graviton with Genji because he has his ultimate. So we did use that one very early. Unfortunately, your man just, like, slided right on through nano boosted anyway. What's this drawing for? I'm not really sure what we were drawing on right there, but okay. I think the idea to grab was correct, but you should have grabbed the wall here to avoid it being eaten by the Diva. I see. Okay. That's fair enough. I'll concede that one. Fine. we're winning anyway. Wonderful. Excellent. Their Reinhardt got all the way over there and managed to kill somebody, but hey, we killed them all anyway. We have no ultimates now, correct? Correct. They just used ultimates as well, though. They at least used sound barrier. They also used nano boost. Did Reinhardt Earthshat? Did Reinhardt use his ultimate during that fight? I'm not certain, because he slid past us, and I'm not wearing the other earphone, so I didn't hear. We'll assume he has it, just in case, because I'm not sure. So, they used both their support ultimates, at least, though. Oh, there goes Pulse Bomb. That didn't do anything. Why have we added a drawing? What's up there? What's up there? There's nothing up there. Right? Like, that is this, right? Like, that's the texture on the wall. So what are we looking at? That's shadow. There's nothing there. Right? No, I'm not sure. Like, there's nothing there. No, there's nothing up there, because there's nothing there either. There's like no movement. No, that's 100% just like the background. Unless I'm stupid. It's possible. No, I made that mistake once before of thinking that I made a mistake. Never happens. Never. 100% correct. So that was all very sad. Our friend has got nothing to say about this last fight. That's very surprising, given how vocal he's been up until this point. So, I was just busy being distracted right there. So we got dealt with that one. That's cool. Unfortunately, we just used our level to avoid that, to avoid Death Blossom, so we don't have it to use on that one. So I would just go under the bridge. Wait, no, was that health kit gone? We saw it for like a fucking frame. God damn it. Was that health kit gone? That affects on what I would have done right here. No, I think that health kit was there. Go under the bridge. Pick up the large health kit, get back in the fight faster. Rather than going around this way, which takes longer to get back, and also we don't get health going that way. So, go under the bridge and get the health kit first instead. So, change to Hammond, the fastest boy. We didn't actually get out here That's very unfortunate. I'm very sorry for your loss. That was very upsetting. We could have just changed to D.Va though, couldn't we? D.Va's a better staller than Hammond in this situation, because like we don't actually have to go that far to get back. We don't have a great thing to swing off of, really. The pillars on the side are a little too close together to swing off of super easily as Hammond. This happened, so that's very sad. Like, I think D.Va would have been a better switch right here, because this point isn't specifically great geometry for Hammond. There's a lot of geometry to use, but you can't do, like, whoop, 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 that you can do on a lot of points. And D.Va just survives a long time. We know there's a Reaper out there, also. Hammond gets fucked real hard by Reaper. D.Va doesn't get fucked as hard by Reaper. Oh, that was the end of the video. So, what stood out the most? I honestly don't remember. We didn't use Graviton very much. That's the one. I was thinking about it like halfway through the match. I was like, that's definitely going to be the thing that stood out the most. At the end of the match. Nah, what? I don't remember anything that happened. I did like almost physically die partway through that though, I think though, so that's gonna be my excuse. We didn't use Graviton very much. Graviton's one of those ultimates that you're usually sitting on it for a little bit of time because it's a combo ultimate, really. You don't usually chuck it out there solo, right? Because you always want to combo it with something. So you're usually holding it for like a little while, but you do want to use it as soon as possible because it's one of those ultimates where if you can get off an extra one over the course of the game, that's huge because Graviton is a very big and very powerful ultimate, as you would expect dumping a black hole in the middle of the field to be. I would consider that to be a quite powerful weapon, personally. So, you're usually sitting on it for a little bit of time. You know, it's not like Nano Boost, where you just throw it out at like the first decent opportunity you see, right? Because you're gonna, or Coalescence, because you're gonna build it up that quickly. It's just that it's so strong, you really want to start building the next one as soon as possible. And it's also one of those things where like there are usually more opportunities to use them than you immediately say like, okay, this is gonna fucking this is gonna be a butchered sentence right here. There's more opportunities to use it than you think there are usually, but a lot of opportunities to use Graviton, sort of similarly to Earthshatter. There are a lot of opportunities that are literally like a second long, right? Like the one where I wasn't sure we were gonna catch Soldier and Mercy. We possibly could have done, but it was actually quite a small window to capture both of them, because Mercy was retreating at the time. Might have caught both of them, but if it did catch her, it was going to be like a very small window of opportunity to do so. Graviton's, like their Graviton, Earthshatter, they're kind of this way where opportunities present themselves that are have very small windows to seize upon. So, that's like the thing. If you're gonna watch, like, your own videos for Zarya, like, that's the thing you should be looking, or, like, Reinhardt as well, similar principle, like, that's the thing you should be looking for the most keenly, is, like, when you have your ultimate, what are opportunities that happened that I didn't see at the time? Because then if you find them, when you're reviewing the footage, the next time you're in a similar situation, you're more likely to spot the opportunity that you missed that time. Because it's one of those things, it's one of those ultimates where if you're looking for it very keenly, you're likely to find opportunities you missed in-game. Because it's much easier after the fact to sit down, like, completely detached from the game and just go, well, you see, right here there was a 3-frame window and a 5-pixel radius where we could have captured 4 people instead of 0 people, right? But then when you're in the game, you got a lot of other shit going on, so it's harder to spot. Anyway, so yeah, we didn't use Graviton very much. Try and use Graviton more, because the sooner you use the first Graviton, the faster you get to Graviton number 2. So thank you very much for watching. If you did, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions more directly and have a conversation about them, or just shitpost with us. And I hope you found the video helpful.